So you're back to slide lock. Okay.
Okay.
Now, at this point, we're gonna reload. You're still staying hot, right? You're
Okay.
not going to back away from the line. You're not going to make your weapon safe. All you're doing right now is changing mags.
Okay.
So there's no commands, audible commands now that you need to do because you're still on the line. You're still hot. You're still firing. Okay. So we're just going to rock it. Drop the mag out. I'll just take that one. Okay. You're going to pull your other one out. Okay. You're going to seat your mag. There you go. The other way. Okay, gonna give it a good thump up in there. Okay, perfect. Sorry.
Not a problem.
Okay. Now at this time, I really want you to rock that, rock that slide back or just pull it back a little bit, and I want you to let it go. I'll keep it in the perfect. So you let that inertia seat that round for you. Okay. We're gonna move back up. Continue to do exactly what you've been doing.
Okay.
The only piece of thing that I can see is that on your trigger squeeze, I kind of see you anticipating a little bit. That just comes with time, but kind of keep it in your head that you're anticipating, and it's going to affect that. Concentrate on the trigger squeeze back until the gun goes off, not that the gun's going to go off.
Gotcha.
Okay, that'll help you focus your mind on something other than anticipating the recoil. Okay.
Okay. So do I need to announce hot again?
You don't, because you never left the line. All you did was reload your weapon and continue to fire, so you're fine.
Okay.
Nice. Whatever you did that time, continue to do it.
Okay. Thank you. Check.
Point. I want to make sure that, see this right here? You want to make sure that that stays
Level.
At this point, because you are getting a little bit of this right at the end.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's one thing to work on. Just straight out all the time. Push straight out.
Okay. Weapon clear.
Weapon clear. Clear. Okay. Perfect. Now you've announced it. Now you can step away. There's no other shooters for you to wait for or anything.
Right.
So we're gonna go. All right. So
Nice.
perfect. That was great. You can kind of see. Yeah, it's like, man, that one is like, I think that even nailed the A. It's like there's an A instead of that. You pinholed it. So
Nice.
yeah. Now just keeping each one of those steps in line. Now it's just about trigger time. That's what it's about. Okay? Once you start, and you can start to see. I mean, you start to see your rounds because those ones in the
Right.
lower ones was earlier.
Right.
Now you can start to kind of see that start to group because you're thinking about the fundamentals. You're moving, and pretty soon you're going to see that grouping come into the middle. And once you start getting that, now it's time to go ahead and go on to those targets that we printed
Right.
for you, so that you kind of get close to that that 3-4 inch at this range, and then when you start heading out there, that kind of tells you where you're at. Right now, because most of your rounds are the bottom half of the target, it's anticipation.
Right.
That's what's causing that right now, and you can see it because even when you're anticipating that shot, oh my God, man,
we still do it. That is
Yes.
something you will probably never.
I mean, not completely.
Yeah.
That's what really comes into play if you really want to practice that. It's like I would suggest once you go down and find you got your handgun, whatever caliber, if it's 9mm,
Right.
get some of the little snap caps. It's so funny. Just in the last 1 hour, I can see when you first stepped out here, you're just like, is this thing gonna go off? Now you just grab mag and gun with one hand and you stroll it out to line. Jesus, pretty soon you'll be like, boom,
Yeah, I'm never going to get to that
No,
place. But
that's all
to
right.
be at this place, and that's the whole thing. I mean, just getting that comfort level.
Sure. All right.
So, okay, so this is up to the line, stance, shooter ready.
Shooter ready.
As soon as I rack this, it's shooter hot.
Yep.
Okay. Shooter hot.
Going up.
Going up.
Yeah.
Step back for just a second. It's like on your stance, I can almost, you're kind of, between you pushing out, you're
Right.
kind of swaying back and forth. So you're going to get all kinds of movement,
Right.
right? So step back. You want to push out. We don't want to move forward or anything. The only thing at this point is moving is just our arms. Okay.
Okay.
And then we also want to look at our grip. If you want to touch this index finger. There you go. There,
Okay.
perfect.
Great.
It's a little much to get used to at first, but
It is. Well, the whole thing's odd, but okay.
all right.
Take just a little tiny bit more time on your trigger squeeze and follow through. So
Okay.
I think what you're doing is you're kind of focusing on getting back to here. So I see this happening.
Okay.
You're trying to make sure that that finger is off that trigger. Okay. Even if you start to bring it back as you're bringing it up, that's fine. But make sure that you get that follow through. That you bring it all the way to the rear. Hold it. Feel that reset.
Okay.
Keep that in your mind because it'll help you with that trigger squeeze. So slowly reset that trigger, and if you don't have to let it out any further than that, this might be a good time that if you want to keep it out here, pull the trigger and not, and if you don't always have to bring it back
Right.
to here. This is just a good exercise. Hold it out there and work on staying on target, pulling the trigger, never taking your finger out of the trigger well, and try not to let that trigger go all the way out so that your finger leaves the trigger. Okay? Let it reset, keep your finger on that trigger, and pull it back to fire again. Okay? I think that'll help you on getting those rounds back up, into the center of that target.
Okay.
smooth squeeze to the rear. Just one fluid motion. Perfect. That last couple were perfect. You see what's starting to happen downrange.
Yeah.
Do you see that? You're starting to move up on that target. You're starting to group that thing. Just by thinking that trigger squeeze and making sure all those fundamentals, you're already showing improvement. So that's exactly what's going on. Okay? So we're just going to roll it over, change mags. And
Clear.
weapon clear.
Weapon clear.
Perfect. Perfect. One thing that's beautiful that you can see that, you know, okay, this is downrange. Hold on. And just by looking at this is spectacular.